Hey there, welcome to Kitty Witty Papercraft. Today I have a Easter/spring junk journal to share with you. And this one is made from a Rand McNally Elf book. And most of my junk journals, my full-size ones, are made from Little Golden books. But, there's a couple other publishing companies that make really adorable books about the same size. And one of them is Rand McNally. Wonder Books is another one. And I have another Easter journal I'm working on that is a Wonder Book. And they have really super cute illustrations also. So this one is a little bit bigger. So Elf books and Wonder Books are the same width as Little Golden books. They're 6 inches wide, but both of them are a little bit taller. They're about a 1/4 inch taller, 8 1/4 inches versus 8 inches on Little Golden books. But essentially they're the same size. So for this one, I have 5 signatures, which is the size I usually do. And I have this cute, sweet spring gift wrap for the spine, and I'm leaving the back cover as is, just on my last journal. A lot of times I will cover them with fabric, but I really liked the colors on this one. I thought it went well with this being a spring book, obviously. And then of course it's coming with a charm tassel that has lots of little spring colors and Easter charms on it. I still have to add a couple charms, these little guys that are flat back, cabochons they're called. I have to adhere them to a bail, which is a flat piece that has a little hook on the top that you can add a jump ring to. And I have somehow lost my entire bag of bails. I was just using them like 3 days ago, and I cannot find them anywhere. I've looked around. I spent like an hour this morning tearing apart my craft room, and I can't find them anywhere. So I have to go to the store and buy some. So I'm going to be doing that later today. So these will get added to the tassel tonight. And this journal is going to be for sale in my Etsy shop tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that'll get added to it. The other thing that I think is really special about covers that are not Little Golden Book is that the inside covers have illustrations on them. So Little Golden Book, they have their kind of company like logo sort of. I'm having trouble finding my words today, sorry. All the Little Golden Book covers inside look the same, but on Wonder Books and the Elf books, they use actually like a page that is glued down, and it has illustrations that go with the book or sometimes from the story itself. And I think they are just absolutely adorable. So of course I wasn't going to cover that up, and the illustrations on the back side also. So this journal has 158 pages, front and back, and there's lots of little fabric tabs and pockets and little envelopes inside that have all the vintage and papercraft ephemera tucked inside of them. So let me go ahead and show that all to you. I think I'm just going to flip through, and I think everything is pretty obvious what is what. This is a nice postcard. Sometimes they have writing on the back, but this one just has a name on the back, but lots of space to write on there. Oops, it's upside down. And I used, if you saw my last video for the Fuzzy Duckling junk journal, I think I used the same paper collections in this journal. And the one I'm working on after this one has all different papers in it. So I will share that one with you when I'm finished, which is probably going to be early next week, I think. So it'll be after Easter, but I think that'll be okay. People will still be collecting their photos and printing out their photos and things after the holiday. So I figured that would be okay. So we've got a tag and guest check, Lots of little journaling spots. Got a lot of little printed images in here. Little flaps that I like to leave open, but you can always turn this into a side pocket if you like. I love those little guinea pigs. My daughter has 2 guinea pigs. They are the sweetest little things. The fabrics all have little Easter type animals, like little chicks and lambs. Vintage ledger paper. Oh, I wanted to point out something else. So this book page, a lot of times I'll turn book pages sideways, but I put some of the little golden book pages in here. Gosh, I have to find it now. Here it is. And I put them in vertically instead of turning it and folding it. So I just folded the left edge, and that is where it wraps around the back of this page here. It wraps around this page, and then I sewed it in. So it's part of the signature. That way you can, you know, see the picture right side up. I just like to change it up sometimes. So there's this little edge here, but a fun thing that you can do with this little flap, you could, of course, glue it down if you want to this page here, but you could glue another page, you know, like a journaling card or just another piece of paper or scrapbook paper, what have you, to this little edge here. And you could do one on this side and one on that side, and then you'll have a whole new page in here that you can add. And then this little glassine bag has lots of little pieces of vintage ephemera, so you can use that to decorate your journal. This little playing card from an Animal Rummy card game. That's one of my favorite children's card games. This is a postcard image that I printed on really nice linen finish cardstock. You can write on the back there. And this little bunny die cut and a church offering envelope that is filled with ephemera. So I've got some little die cuts, little Easter die cuts, and a scripture verse card and some Monopoly money. And that's just paper clipped in here. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. I'm in a really tight little spot here for filming. That just tucks right in there. Put our Easter guy back. Dictionary page. This is really nice ledger paper. It's got really pretty pink lines on it. Here's a chenille tab, and then I just have some buttons added to a bulb pin there. Little tuck spot with this Brock's Easter ad. This is a page from this book, Bunny Tales. Did the same thing with this page like I did with the other one, where I just folded like a 1/4 inch of this edge and tucked it around the signature and sewed it in. So you'll see on the other end, that's right, this one went this way. So we already passed that little flap, and you can add another page to that if you want, or you could add a piece of washi tape here. I think that would be cute. Okay, so let's see, that's where we left off. Vintage index card. Some vintage filler paper and a date book page, a Hallmark date book page, and this little die cut from Amy J. Delightful. I will link to her Etsy shop in the description box. This is a book page from Fuzzy Duckling. Some daisy trim. I'm kind of stating the obvious, aren't I? This is a page from a sewing pattern catalog. Which have a Rolodex card and a ad tucked in there. A couple of pockets. I just adore these illustrations. pom-pom trim, chenille trim. I love this thick chenille trim. A little vintage recipe card in that pocket. Got a guest check tucked behind this seed packet. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. I'm having a hard time with this camera today. Sorry about that. So I have this paper clipped in here, and like I said, all the little pockets have things inside for you to pull out, journal on. You can take the images and move them around to decorate your pages or journal on them. I'll tuck that back in later. And the little guest check was tucked behind that. Shoo, I'm on the struggle bus today, y'all. All right. This is a little page from Mary Had a Little Lamb Elf book. Really sweet little illustrations. I just made that into a little flip spot. This is from a Sears catalog. Some pretty dresses. And this vintage bag has a little baggie that has Easter seals, Denison Easter seals in it. And just a little image and a flashcard. Some journaling pieces. This cute little bunny trim. I'm almost out of this. I think I have enough for the next Easter journal I'm doing, but I love that trim. I love all these old ads. I like to print them out and use them as little tuck spots. This little lamb fabric is so sweet. It's one of my favorite Junior Elf book covers. Vintage flashcard and vintage filler paper. Another little golden book page. This one, so cute. Look at the bunny and the little bubbles. This is from another Junior Elf book called Hoppity. I'm actually going to make a little journal cover, a pocket notebook, traveler's notebook from that book, Hoppity. And we've got a bingo card and just some vintage notebook paper there. I love this trim, little yellow flower trim. Another little Easter card image and a postcard image that I printed onto that linen paper that you can use to journal on the back. And there's the back cover. So thank you so much for checking this one out. Like I said, this is going to be in my Etsy shop at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. It's Thursday. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them. I will put any sources that I used down in the description box below, and then I will be back next week with the cover. I'll at least show you the cover that I'm going to use for the next journal. This one is really different and outside of my comfort zone as far as the color scheme on this book. The cover was dark, but I thought this rabbit was so cute. It's called Sunny the Bunny, and the title was like all the way over to the edge, so I had to cover quite a bit of it up. But it's really necessary to come over far enough to make the book really sturdy. So that's a little bit covered up. I know that bothers some people. But I still think the cover is adorable, and I thought this gift wrap went really well with it. So the color scheme on the outside is going to be a little bit different. Not as much pastel, which you usually think of for Easter, but I think this one's kind of fun with all the orange, kind of goes with his carrot, and I am pulling out some yarn and some ribbons that I think will go nicely with it. So I think I'm going to enjoy the challenge of doing this book. And look at the inside, isn't that adorable? So I've already been working on the signatures for it, and I hope to have this one ready next week. Thank you guys again, and I'll talk to you soon.